What's the most badass thing you've ever done? If your answer isn't storming a building packed with armed terrorists and saving everyone in under 17 minutes, get ready to have your mind blown. That's exactly what went down in 1980 when the elite SAS took on 6 heavily armed gunmen at the Iranian embassy in London. How wild is that? All right, let's start at the beginning. On April 30th, 1980, 6 gunmen stormed the Iranian embassy in London, taking 26 embassy staff and visitors hostage. The attackers were part of a group called the Democratic Revolutionary Front for the Liberation of Arabistan, or DRFLA, which was seeking autonomy for Khuzestan, Iran, where the majority of Iran's ethnic Arabs lived. The DRFLA wanted to use the hostages to put pressure on the Iranian government to meet their demands, which also included the release of Arab prisoners. For the next 6 days, Scotland Yard negotiated with the terrorists for the release of the hostages, which resulted in 5 of them being set free. However, on May 5th, the terrorists killed one of the hostages, Abbas Lavasani, and dumped his body outside of the embassy, which obviously wasn't a great look for the terrorists. It also, however, forced the hand of the authorities who had been trying to avoid a raid up until this point. The SAS was called in, and they launched a surprise assault on the building in the early hours of May 6th. They launched 4 stun grenades in and around the building, before entering through a first-floor window using a battering ram. The terrorists opened fire immediately, but the SAS was ready for them. A firefight ensued and 5 terrorists were killed. 1 was captured alive, and 21 hostages were rescued. Sadly, 1 hostage, an elderly man, died of a heart attack during the raid, but that was out of the hands of the attackers. The operation was over in just 17 minutes, and the world was shocked. The Iranian embassy siege had been resolved without a single British casualty. It made the SAS world famous and set the standard for modern counterterrorism.